Did I call it? I called it. I should have staked him right through the heart. Woman, you just were told that there's a problem here. Hello and welcome to another indie horror game. Today we're playing the prototype of Bethlehem Hill, which is yet another classic survival horror inspired game where I believe we're going to be going to the town of Bethlehem Hill. And I think there's going to be something bad happening there because that's just what always happens. October 1996 in the White Mountains. Why does it look like her girl has like a busted nose? Classic 1996 graphics too. I got a message on my answering machine this morning. It was from Mom. We haven't spoken since I left home and moved to Massachusetts 7 years ago. Something didn't feel right about it. She sounded scared and told me to never come looking for her in Bethlehem Hill, the town I grew up in. So you decided not to listen. You didn't just call the cops? Even though Mom and I aren't close, I feel like I have to help her. To make amends, for closure, I don't know. But I'm going back to town. It's been too long. Yeah, I'm sure everything is going swimmingly there. I can't help but feel like something is happening to my old hometown. No one is answering my calls from there. And when I ask the locals about town, they all hush up. I hope you can forgive me for running out on you, Mom. I know we had our disagreements, but it wasn't until I gone that I realized I really owe you. Alright, it's a pretty standard horror game protagonist fare. Nice little cutscene intro, though. Yeah, I mean, it's very much like truly original Resident Evil levels of, I don't want to call it jank, but, yeah, the silliness of the animations. But I was curious about this one. It's been, it looked pretty cool. It was one I wanted to give a shot. Especially just, by the novel Salem's Lot. Never actually read it. Yeah, it was after playing, what was it, Carnival Massacre, I figured I'd give it a go. Okay, that dude's not having a good time. And there we go. Bethlehem Hill. Well, thankfully the church is still operational by the looks of things. I can go in there, I can go pray the T-virus away or whatever is going to end up being the story here. And yep, there we go, break my neck going on in. I like how she's just sitting there waiting, she's not even like getting out of her car. I'm finally home. Well, let's see what we can find. It's quiet here, eerily so. I'm scared to touch anything and try to advance it a little quicker, just so I don't skip anything. Oh? Alright, yes, another cigarette. Typical of the 90s. Something awful has happened in this town. Something dangerous. I have to find my mom. She called me back up here to help her. I hope she's safe. I think she expressly called you not to come up here. I better check out the visitor center first, see if there's anything important inside. Wassid to move, yeah, okay, so it is tank controls, E to interact. I should really check out the visitor center before going further. Okay, yeah, it's, and very fixed camera angles, but it's not bad. Yeah, I think really just like the super low resolution pixely stuff is probably going to just be like, per usual, the most annoying thing. So there we are, the visitor center of Bethlehem. Oh, okay, there's blood. Alright, what's in the obvious weird chest? Oh, hello, we're playing as Raquel, alright. Codeine-based painkiller Norville, it'll take the edge off when I'm hurt but not ideal. Great for social occasions? Woman, if you're taking drugs to get through social occasions, you probably shouldn't do it. Home sweet home, I guess. Hated growing up here. But I did miss the cows, trees, and guns, though. So this is somewhere in New Hampshire. You know what, I will say, for something based on Stephen King, I'm surprised it's not in Maine. Oh, what does that say? The Old Man on the Mountain. Cannon Mountain, Franconia Notch. Alright, I see some glowing things up there. Jointer Avenue, Bethlehem Hill, New Hampshire, July 1912. What do I got around here? Looks like instructions manual for the game. Okay, so this just tells us how to do stuff. See his smoke a cigarette? What? Evil standing over a vampire. Steak vampire. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Alright, so inventories, tab, E-key, yada yada yada. Okay, so space to hold, space to aim, E to fire, R to reload. Alright, that's gonna take some getting used to. And use wooden stake independently. Before engaging, ensure there's a good amount of space. Engaging multiple enemies is dangerous. Better to maneuver around them. Thirdly, explore your environment to find stuff. Alright, did I see something else over this way? Maybe it was just like the... Yeah, but it was just kind of like the flicker of everything. Oh. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Holy smokes, are you okay? Let me call an ambulance. I don't think an ambulance is gonna help him. Ah, don't do that. Don't come near me. I'm a goner. He has been bit by the vampire. Yeah, look at his neck. He has like a puncture hole. What the hell happened to you? Well, I can't get over the fact it looks like her nose is like busted off and taped on. You need to get out of here. This town. Everyone in town has become vampires. That was like some 30 Days a Night shenanigans. I always thought that'd be a really good setting for a horror game, too. Surprised we've never seen one. Vampires? What have you been smoking lately, pal? Listen, you can't kill them unless you have a wooden stake. If you have a gun, shoot them until they fall down. Yeah, and his head is like split. It's really weird. I keep on thinking it's gonna like rip open and start turning into a maw like the Thing. The other guy, okay, so he's literally giving me the instructions. Drive a stake through the heart when they're on the ground. If you wait too long, they'll get right back up. Okay, where's a wooden stake and a gun? Okay, I probably should stake him just to be safe. This is serious. What am I supposed to make of this? You're supposed to get in your car, woman, and leave. Except that I'm sure the vampires have probably torn it apart or something. Alright, so it's over this way. Will I take the wooden stake? Jesus Christ. Alright, sorry buddy, I'm gonna have to stake you. This guy was shredded to ribbons. There's no way anything he said was true, could it? Where are the constables? Really, you're not gonna stake him. A hastily written note lays on the counter. What's it say? A messy note. To any poor bastard who decides to come here, turn back now and get your ass out of here. There's nothing for you here, this town is dead. Great time to need to yawn. If you absolutely need to be here, then you're either stupid, suicidal, or have serious balls. Whatever your business is here, I'm leaving this note for you to find whoever you are. I'm badly banged up and losing a lot of blood, and I don't think I have a lot of time left. It all started back in September when the creepy Russian guy came here. I don't know if he's Russian or not. All I know is he's from one of the old Soviet countries. Ever since he came to town, people started disappearing. For a while at least. But then they came back. But they didn't come back the same, and when they did come back, people started dying, and whoever died became just like them. I'm not going to mince words here, they're vampires, Nosferatu, whatever you want to call them. Everyone in town has become them, and you're apt to become one too if you stay. The only way to kill them is with a wooden stake. It's best to use them when you pump those bastards with enough lead that they go down. I've made a bunch of stakes and scattered them around town. There aren't enough stakes to kill them all, so decide very carefully which ones to kill and which to incapacitate with whatever ammo you have. On that note, decide when to engage them and when to run away or go around. It's no use wasting ammo trying to play cowboy, but for God's sake be careful if there's more than one. It's up to you how you want to manage the supplies. There's a box here in the center where you can stash stuff. I will say this, there's one place that's absolutely safe, St. Teresa's Church. They can't get in there, it's a sanctuary. Unfortunately, an icon is needed to slip into the slot between the front doors in order to unlock it. I broke the icon in half and hid the two pieces and... what? Bro, it's a sanctuary. If they can't get inside because they're vampires, why not just open it to anyone? Alright, he hid the pieces in town. One half is in my store, the other in the funeral home on Lafayette Street. I had to do this so they couldn't steal it. I'm running out of space to write. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna die soon. No use trying to escape anymore. Gonna die in a natural death, and that'll become just like what my Julia became, along with our beautiful Sophie. That's James' coat. I really can't stake him, huh? Oh, that's not a good sign. Yeah, we should probably run away. So, I'm just gonna get out of this place. Yeah, alright. So do I have a map? Oh, I actually do. Okay. So, across the road should be a gas station. Champlain Street. Yeah, and then can I get, the lights are... Oh, what does that say? The lights are off and the door is locked. Looks like nobody's around. Spooky. I'm really curious when I get a gun. I feel like this girl would be the type... What the fuck? $3.29 a gallon. In 1996? That would be insulting. What is it made out of? Unicorn tears? Alright, yeah, so that's just the church. Requires the icon, yada yada yada. Clearly what I need to get is like a big spike gun or a stake gun. Oh, interesting. I thought she like just got slapped there. But yeah, she like was slapping the car. The gate is locked from the other side. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a slow intro. Maybe cut down on the text. Yeah, just the sheer amount of text that's there. Alright, Jesus. Things have gotten bad here real fast. Is that a gun in the passenger seat? It'd be dumb not to take it. Can I stake this guy? No, too. Alright, oh, and I see something back there. Will I take the handgun? Yes. Alright, let me equip this standard handgun for township township constables. Not a lot of stopping power, which is actually a myth, but it's something. Now, will I take, handgun ammo? Alright. Well, let's continue on. Hey, look, spooky, scary not skeletons, pumpkin heads. I should investigate more first. This is, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a little bit of a rough start. But this is not bad at all. Yeah, okay, so the wooden stakes each take up a slot. A payphone. Shame this is just a demo, otherwise I'd be able to save my progress using it. Okay. Interesting, so that's the game admitting requires the diner key. Wonderful. That's the game admitting that there is no saving in here, though. Did I call it? I called it. I should have staked him right through the heart. Woman, you just were told that there's a problem here. You just were told there's a problem. Start shooting or start stabbing. Come to me, little lamb. Interesting. Hello. No helping this guy. What a rotten way to die. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of love the fact that not only are they like slow idiots vampires, but I love the fact that they just cackle evilly. That is damn funny. They're like, I mean, they seriously sound like, I don't know, just like a cartoon witch. It's just great. Alright. What am I... Oh, hello. Will I take, medicine? May as well. So then how much... Okay, I have 10 bullets. 10 bullets as well on top of the, what's in my gun. What about down this way? Alright, you know what? Honestly, I would watch that, but I've had enough times that I've had videos get flagged by YouTube. Let me in, Raquel. I want you. You smell so sweet and warm. Well, I take the Oh, that's the left half of the icon. Okay. Yeah, I called it. Okay. Well, that was not very nice of him. So let me see then. So I'm gonna get outside. Yeah, and then they go ahead and then they start running and cackling after me. So I just got through the general store. Yeah, I need to get to the funeral home then. Thankfully, it does look like yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be a little bit lucky. I'm not necessarily gonna be... What was I about to say? The fact that, like, really loud, high-pitched, like, gasping kind of just threw me off. Yeah, it looks like I can get right down to, hopefully, that funeral home and get the other icon. I would imagine that the icon is probably the thing. Why can I not pick this up? Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'll pick up the wooden stake there, too. But yeah, I probably should go get the icon just so I can get, like, a safe area. A diary is open on the counter, and let's give it a read, why not? Bartender's journal. Pierre, one of our regulars, passed on a few days ago, and they buried him in Mount Carmel last night. He was in here all the time, and he always looked so good, but the last week he was alive, he looked pretty rough. Pale, feverish, delirious even. It must have been a sudden illness that killed him. He was young, too. Awful. After closing, I was alone cleaning up when someone knocked on the front door, and it was Pierre. I couldn't believe it. He looked beautiful. I couldn't stop looking into his eyes. I was never attracted to him before, but the more I got lost in his eyes, the more I wanted him. He asked to be let in, so I let him in, and after that I don't remember anything. It must have been a dream I have to have been dreaming. I keep having the dream where he comes to see me. I feel like every time I have it, I get weaker and fainter, like I'm getting sick. But it's not sickness exactly, it's like fatigue, like life is leaving me. I stopped showing up for work, but even when I'm home, I dream of him coming to my house and knocking on my front door late at night. And no matter how hard I try, those eyes of his command me to invite him in. So weak, can't think, can't move, need Pierre. Everything feels better when he tastes me. Yeah, alright, so that's, I think, supposed to, like, obviously be a bit of a play on, you know, the infamous 4 itchy tasty one. Ah, goody, the bathrooms. I'm sure those won't be an abject fucking nightmare. Alright, you know what? Here, I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? I want to try to get myself a little bit more distance here, because it looks like there's no auto lock. And so I don't know... Come on, go down already, you whore. Alright, there we go. And now, I'm gonna stake you right in the damn heart. Okay, so there is actually a hit marker, too. That's good to know. Yeah, that's actually very good to know, that when I hit the enemies, they have like a stagger. Take the diner key? Okay, I guess. Really don't have much in the way of inventory space left, though. Kinda hoping I can get the lock is jammed, damn. Yeah, I was really hoping I could maybe get myself some kind of I don't know, really anything, some more ammo, maybe? Yeah, I'm down to 12 bullets, and I think that thing, once I started actually hitting it, I took like 7, 8? Something like that? Yeah, these... They do not go down easily, we'll just say that much. Okay, so... God, I guess I should go check out the diner, shouldn't I? So I know the game's was, I think their itch page, they said that there were 2 guns. There was a pistol and a secret shotgun. Excuse me? Oh, okay. I thought for a second that she was just too stupid to, like, use a key, and so she just clocked herself in the head. But yeah, I want to go... Oh, hell yeah. Handgun ammo. Yes, please. And then what is that? That's okay. That's 10 more. Good, and I have 2 steaks with me. What are you? A menu for the diner. Alright. What's on here? Arrowhead Diner menu. Welcome to Arrowhead Diner, a Granite State staple since 1922. There's other locations. Eggs any style, fries and toast. 3 eggs any style, fries and toast. The Hungry Boy Special. The Healthy Breakfast. There's lunch. I'm sorry, what kind of a breakfast place doesn't offer pancakes? These people are socialists. There's lunch, there's dinner. Okay, so there's clearly going to be some kind of a... There's going to be like some kind of a code, like, oh, the password is the Hungry Boy Special, but the turkey sub. The door is locked. There's a keypad next to it. Okay. A sticky note on the door reads, remember, the code is the number to order. Alright, so... Okay, so I can go up to 6. Alright, let's go see. What was the number 2 order then? Yeah, come on. Let me read it. So the number 2... So I get it could be any number of it. It could be $16.99, $11.99, or $9.99. So yeah, let's go take a look and see. Yeah, come on. Let me go ahead and try it. So... Yep, I know. Come on, Gib. $16.99? Maybe? Okay, cool. There we go. Weird that it didn't have... Okay, don't like that that's open. Interesting that there's actually an intact mirror. Man, I look tired, but I'm still alive. That would be interesting if that was actually a mechanic of the game. Oh, I wonder... Yeah, I wonder if I can maybe end up seeing, like, one of the bad guys, yeah. If I can somehow end up having one of these things here. He's been oh, what is that? He's been completely torn apart by vampires. I better find Mom fast. Yeah, because isn't that one of the things that, like, vampires supposedly, they can't be seen in mirrors? Because mirrors are supposed to, like, show the soul or something? So, where am I? I guess I'm by the cemetery. I mean, I'm here. I may as well just go explore it. Honestly, so far it feels reasonably easy to evade enemies. I'm probably going to pay for that very soon with my hubris. The gate has been unlocked, thank God. Yeah, I'm gonna probably pay for that hubris shortly, but I feel like... Okay. That was damn funny. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's very fitting for the whole vampire motif here, but... God, that he just jumped out of there, he's like, haha, you've awoken me. I don't know why, I'm just gonna give all of the vampires asshole Albert Wesker voices. Well, I take the wooden stake. Abso-goddamn-lutely. Curious that was just, like, in a coffin. Now that I think about it, was that actually something they used to do? What the fudge? Okay, I think I may have just clocked Raquel against a wall. Oh yeah, no, she is absolutely not human. Yeah, she is... Ah, the crypt. You know what, now I'm starting to think that maybe I shouldn't... Ooh, handgun ammo. Now I'm starting to think that maybe I should have gone ahead and explored more. Yeah, let's, I know... Yeah, she just... I don't trust her. I don't trust that she's normal. I don't trust that she's human. I think that she's gonna be trouble. Yeah, come on. Come on, you're grumpy Gus. Come over here with your Canadian tuxedo and your... I'm going to just assume you're wearing, like, leather cowboy boots, but I don't know. Alright, what is this? Take the meds. Fuck it, sure. Alright, I have 0 space in my inventory left. Well, that is what we would call a crying shame. Good news is, though, I think there was a chest back here, then yeah, we're gonna go jog down. I want to go just see. I imagine the funeral home is probably, like, locked up. And there's probably a note somewhere in there that's like, oh yeah, you know, we have to go ahead and, like, the crypt or whatever has the key. It's probably something like that. God, now that I really think about it, though, that mirror mechanic I was talking about earlier, that would be a really effective way of establishing scares. Especially with creatures that, like, you could justifiably not have... Yeah, you could justifiably not have that show up. Okay. So I guess... So what is it? I did the... Yeah, so there's the bar. So let's try out the funeral home. Requires the funeral home key. Alright. So, clearly, I am not supposed to be here yet. God, that is, like, ridiculously high-pitched. That will never not be funny to me. Seeing the girl just, like, smack her face right into that. Yeah, let's go on down here. Since I opened up that gate, I may as well take it. And then, yeah, we're gonna have to go down to the funeral... Not to the funeral, we're gonna have to go down to the other thing. And see what's inside. I mean, yeah, so far, it's about as expected. The only complaints I can really level are just the usual ones, right? It's the stuff like, God, I wish that this didn't have, like, the pixel filters. I wish it wasn't so aggressively 1996 looking. But yeah, I mean, at the same time... I feel like this is gonna go poorly. Ah, hello, Count. Ah, damn. Oh, come on. Oh, damn it, really? Yeah, like, I couldn't see where I was turning to get away from him. So there we go, that's my death. Yeah, you've joined them in death. Are you really gonna make me replay the whole game, though? Okay, Count Chocula. Gonna go ahead and just blast you a few times here. And I really hope I don't end up dying here again. Oh, for God's sake. Game? Really? Yeah, I'm noticing that, honestly, the camera angles are probably going to be more of a threat to me than anything in this fucking game. Yeah, here, let me just keep on firing here. Are you ever going to die, you bastard? Alright, nope, I'm going to stake you right in the damn heart. Come here. There we go. Yeah, that, you know what, I will say that is very classic survival horror, but that's one of those classic survival horror things that the funeral home key perfect. Yeah, that's one of those classic survival horror things I think can stay in the past. Having cameras that just actively fuck the player. Yeah. You know, again, though, right, I think they're pretty upfront on the front page of the game. They say this is a prototype, they say it's not necessarily indicative. I think that was like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of gameplay just sprinting through everything. Actually, I got grabbed by one of the enemies earlier on, and they actually did a little bit of damage to me. And it was really funny because I went ahead and when they grab you, the other vampires, they just laugh, and I swear to God, they slap their knees. It's the funniest thing in the fucking world, because it's so weird. Alright, well, let's go on down. Yeah, we're gonna go to the funeral home, yada yada yada. Let's go avoid Tuxedo Tim and Grey Pants Gary. Here we go. So what's inside of this place, then? Pike Funeral Home. I still have a wooden stake with me, which is nice. That gives me an option if there is a troublemaker, I can just deal with them. And what are you? Oh, well, okay. There we go, I got two. You know, I actually expected Count Chocula back there to be more of a problem. Yeah, I kind of expected him to be like a super vampire that I was gonna have to stake twice or something. Looks like a resignation letter. What does this say? Embalming apprentice. Alright, Jacques, I know you know I appreciate all that you've done for me over the past 6 months, but I'm out. You can't deny this is some seriously weird shit, and the business is so overloaded because of it. First, it was 2 people dead back in September, but that number has only doubled with every passing day. Don't need me to tell you that we had seven bodies delivered here yesterday. Our freezers are packed, and so are the freezers up at the Grafton County Coroner Office. On that note, you know what the coroner told me? Every single person who died in Bethlehem Hill in the past month died of hypovolemic shock. Not enough blood in the body for the heart to keep pumping. Hypovolemic shock is virtually no physical or internal trauma. None but small contusions on the neck. All ages and many were healthy. Still think I'm bullshitting? When you're not around and I'm pulling overtime late at night, I swear I hear fingernails scraping against the insides of the cabinets. You know the young mother we took in on the 14th? I heard her in the freezer, whispering for her baby daughter who died just a few days before her. I do not like being here alone surrounded by all these dead people anymore. There's something going on and I have a sneaking suspicion of what it is. I'm out of here. Sorry for not putting in my 2 weeks and just up and quitting, but there's no way I'm staying here any longer. I'm out. I'm moving in with my dad down in Laconia. That's Elizabeth Bordelin. Alright, so Elizabeth is actually one of the smart ones. Unlike our girl here who heard her mother be like, "Sweetie, I'm going to die. I want you to leave me here and never ever think about me ever again." Man, what an eyesore. What did that say? What an eyesore. Get some Ilya Repin or Van Gogh at the very least. Ah, so she's an art snob. That explains why she's an idiot. Alright. Well, I don't really have any more health. And that does... So, the fact that I got the shotgun suggests that I either could have it by now... or... Oh, hold on. Well, the lid is open and whoever was in there isn't anymore. Should probably keep my eyes peeled. Yeah, looks like that's the girl? Alright. I gotta, like, be very careful that I'm not walking into any ambushes, because I can take, like, 1 or 2 more hits at most. Alright, slow and steady. So there's nothing here. Oh, this is a bad place. Alright, you know what, I have an idea. What if the shotgun is in one of the freezers? Okay, the lock is jammed. What if the shotgun is in one of the freezers and you have to, like, open them? But the more you open, the more of the risk of bad guys getting out. Yeah, I don't trust this. Alright. There we go. There's the icon, right half. And can I can combine it. Good. So what's gonna happen now? Alrighty, we're just running. Okay, we're just double running. Oh, Christ. Oh, fudge. Oh, double fudge, triple fudge, quadruple fudge. We need to go. Yeah, alright, screw that. I knew it. I knew something would happen. I didn't expect there to be like a gaggle of 9 enemies or something just hanging out there. Alright, you know what I think it is? I think it's time I go hit my knees for Jesus, because we need to really hit some serious prayer here. Yeah, maybe I can go find like a vial of holy water and use it to douse my bullets. I don't know, something like that. There we go. And now we can get inside. So is anyone here? Although now these things can probably steal it, can't they? I don't know, I feel like, again, I should just douse that in holy water too. A notebook lies open on the podium. Alright, what priest wrote this? A private investigator, okay. Apparently this guy has stolen the town last month under the pretext of running for the board of selectmen. He already has the mayor charmed. A little too charmed, if you ask me. One of them who hired me already has his concern, and after doing some digging, I can see why. This guy is definitely foreign. I've only spoken to him once, a late evening in the town hall when I knew he'd be there with the mayor. Definitely one of the creepy European types. Pale, could use some meat on his bones, sharply dressed. Handsome, you could say, but something about him gives me the creeps. He goes by the name Dr. Lewis Fell, but I doubt it. Way too Anglo-Saxon for a guy like him. Started pooling some information with the local constable and deputy. Apparently, the constable didn't like the guy either, and he made some calls to the FBI. Dr. Lewis Fell is a name that's cropped up a few times in Europe, mainly Poland, Estonia, Ukraine, and Russia. However, this name only seemed to materialize out of nowhere after the fall of the wall around 92. Physical description, education, and background matches with another man named Lucas Token. It seemed Dr. Lewis Fell could be this Dr. Token. He's Lithuanian, born in Vilnius, no date of birth, graduate of the university, and even a professor there for a time teaching the humanities. There's even an old faculty photo of the doctor, and it's a dead-on match with Dr. Fell. But something isn't right. I don't know if the constable and I are getting faulty info or if we're making a mistake. According to the FBI, Tokin joined the Lithuanian Communist Party in 1926. That was 70 years ago. If the doctor is actually this other doctor, then that would mean he's well over 80 or 90. Not only that, but his tenure as a professor at Vilnius ended during Operation Barbarossa in 1941. After that, God, I'm fucking tired, apparently I can't speak, this Dr. Lucas Tokin simply disappeared. But in the photographs and in person, he seems to be around his mid-30s. Something isn't right. He must be the same doctor, but he can't be. Yeah, so this is obviously just like a Dracula type of case. Get out your gun. What is that you? Is that your mother? Did she get vampired? And then okay, you can end the cutscene. Okay, well there we go. So that was the end of the demo of Bethlehem Hill. So yeah, I mean, really the biggest complaints I have for the demo, it would be nice if, I don't know, tone down enemy damage or something, or... Yeah, admittedly, I probably had enough time to, like, pop one of my heals coming when it's done, fair enough. But yeah, that camera angle really kinda sucked. Like, if you want to do fix camera angles, you gotta be careful with it. But yeah, I mean, overall, this wasn't bad. I'm curious where the shotgun was. There's probably just like a random nook or room or something. Or yeah, maybe you have to like fight off all of the zombies in that area to get it. Or all the, not the zombies, the vampires. But yeah, this was interesting. I liked that they actually were like proper vampires. They kind of had like very supernatural bullshit to them. I liked the wooden stake mechanic. That was an interesting one. You don't really see a lot of this. Like, I think there was only one other game that I can think of that had vampire-ish enemies. Oh, what was the name? It was the Resident Evil-like that I played in first person that I ended up getting really frustrated with by the end because it just, like, it was very tedious, but it was really fun. You started off in a manor. I can't remember what the name of it was, but that was a really good one, too. But yeah, I mean, developer, nice job. I'll actually throw up the credits here. Let's see. Oh, this is just all of this stuff. Yeah, I actually, like, I really liked this. This was really fun. Frustration aside, I think if I had been able to save before that boss fight, I wouldn't have really had many complaints at all. Yeah, maybe some options to tone down the pixel filters and all that, but again, really just personal taste. But yeah, this was a blast, and I'm looking forward to playing it. So, Woe Begone Knights, good job, keep it up, and I can't wait to see the full game. And for everyone else, thank you guys very much for hanging out and watching the prototype of Bethlehem Hill. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know how you felt about this one, and I look forward to seeing you all in another video very soon.